Hi everyone, just coming back on to do another card tutorial. I have printed out and cut up images from the Me, My Elf and I kit. I have used a bit of my own red ribbon, which I'll be adding in. I have a 13 by 13 card cut. It's a linen effect. I don't even know if you'll be able to see, but you can hear. You can see it a wee bit. And it's a good quality. It's a 300 GSM card. The images are ultra cute. I have fussy cutted round about the feet, but I am not the best fussy cutter at all. But I'm hoping once it's on, you won't really notice it. In fact, there's a wee bit there I need to take out because that will annoy me. There we go. So I'm hoping you won't really notice it. And it is just round about the feet area. This one I have cut a lot better. And again, fussy cutted round about, and there's another wee bit in there I need to get rid of because that'll annoy me as well. Still there. My eyesight's really bad just now. I'm having to hold everything a mile away from me so I can see it. Right, so I'm just going to go on and start prepping up, putting the card together. As I say, I've fussy cutted everything. I've got some holly leaves and berries. I've cut out a couple of buttons. I've got a wee tag here which I'm going to put a sentiment onto. I've got two banners which I will probably cut up and use. This one is like a triangle effect, and the other one is just a stripe. But because it's quite bright colours and the red backing has got spots, I wanted to make sure that everything mixed and matched. The colour scheme blends perfectly with everything else, so I'm not worried about that. So first of all, I'm going to put my ribbon on, and I'm going to put it quite low. So I will get a bit of tape. I've got some really fine tape here that I will put across the front just to hold it in place, really, because it won't be the main sticking area. So I'm just going to put it over these green dots, which will give me a perfect line, really, and just burnishing it on really well. And I just use my blade to make sure it's stuck down properly. And then just the extra bits of tape you'll see there, just tuck that round the back, because we're going to be adding a thicker tape over the back anyway to hold the ribbon. So I'm just going to place my ribbon along that, and I want it just on it and no more, really. There we go. Turn it over, and I'm just going to add some double-sided tape. I won't be taking the back off of this part, I don't think, though. Oh, in fact I might. I will. I'll just actually tape it all up as I'm going along there. So put that bit down. Put this bit down. and just burnish them really well. And I'll just peel off from this side. I am absolutely loving these designs. They are just so cute to work with. Honestly, I'm just excited about using them. And the Christmas ones just epitomise everything that you want for Christmas. Cute. It's just amazing. As I said, I've done the wee bird earlier, I've done a penguin this morning, and that's me now doing some elves. I have got one that has got, it's actually a stamp, and it's Mrs. and Mr. Claus. And I can't wait to use that either. It's crazy. Right, so I'm leaving a good bit of border around it. There we go. Stuck down. I am going to add one of the buttons down here. And I'm going to put it on with silicone, I'll put it on with silicone, but when I'm finished the rest of the card, I'm going to go over this with glossy accents to give it more dimension. Okay, so I've just gave that a wee wiggle about just so that it's stuck down properly. Now for these bits here, I'm not sure. I don't even know what image I'm going to use yet. I think I'm going to use this wee guy. Put that up there. My wee tag. I'm just trying to see where I'm placing everything before I start sticking down, really. Yeah, I'm going to add this bit on here because I think that looks pretty, and I'm cutting just below the white polka dot there, and I'm just eyeballing this. If I need to trim another wee bit, I can. I'll trim just a tiny wee smidgen off. That's fine. So I'm just putting it down with some double-sided tape. So we'll just put that down on there. So just line it up at the top. There we go. So we've got that bit there. I don't know whether to add a wee bit of holly down at the bottom. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut this leaf out and actually position it further in. Right, so I want that maybe about there. So I'm going to just use a bit of double-sided tape because it's out. And whatever's hanging over, I will just tuck in. So just take the backing off it. And then just tuck in all the wee extra bits that are kind of visible. Alright. And then add my other leaf. And I want it just positioned up nearer. That's better. So you've got it like that now. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to use a bit of dimensionals pads. 3 for that. And that'll be 1 on each leaf and 1 near the base. And then we just take them off, the backings. And there we go. And we are going on there. And again, I will glossy accents the berries, just so they pop. Right, I'm going to put him here, I think. Or will I? I'll put him over that side. And bring my wee label in from here. Wait a minute. Just to check through, I do know I have some Christmas wording that goes vertically, I'm sure, but I want to double check before I put it down, because if I can put it vertically I'll have the wee tag coming down the way. So if you just bear with me a minute to see what I've got. It might even be too big to go on vertically, because I'm sure these ones are quite large, my vertical ones. No, I've not got vertical in there, I don't think. Which is annoying, because it would have been perfect. But no, there's not. So, I'm just pulling out a few stickers that I think might work. I've got the boring gold and silver, but that's just too colourful to put something so bland on. So I'm making sure that whatever I put on it is exciting enough to go on it. Right, so we'll have a wee look through these and see what fits on. As I said, I've got a full box of stickers that I have in my stash, and I've had them for ages and ages. Right, so I'm trying to see what might fit. I think that one's out. The ones that I like are too big. So I've got this one here that I think I might use, to be honest, because I quite like the border around it. So I'll just peel it off and see how it looks when I go to put it on. Yep, going to use that, and I'll show you that up close. So we've got that there. Okay. In fact, I might put it up the top and just bring him down a wee bit. I think that could work. Right, so I'm going to put that on with a bit of silicone. No, I'll put it on with dimensionals. Right, so 1, 2 will be enough for that. And again, just peeling off the back. And I'm just putting it at a slight angle. I don't want it so straight. There we go. Then we've got this wee dude. And I'm going to put him on with silicone so he's not flat, but he's not as dimensional as the other elements. So I'm just putting a few wee dollops. I'll let you see what I'm doing. As I said, I'm just adding a few wee bits here and there. And I'm not going right up to the edge with it, because I do give it a wee jiggly about so it sticks properly. Right, so, and I want him down here. So down he goes, and I'm just giving it a gentle wiggle just to make sure he's stuck down. Alright, and then I'm going to add my, see this bit looks a bit bare now, so I might need to add a bit of holly up there. But I'm going to do the same, I'm going to cut it and position it again. There we go, that's that one off. Whoops a daisy. And I'm just going to put that on with a dimensional, I'm not even going to tape it again, because I think it looks fine as it is. So on with my dimensional, and I've just went over my crease. You'll see where my cut line is, starting from down here across. So I've put the dimensional over both so it sticks both. There we go. And I think that's just a bit more evened up. So I'm going to go in and add just little highlights here and there now, because I'm quite happy with what I have and I don't want to do much more with it, but it does need some wee just wee hints just to make it sing properly. So firstly, I'm going to add my glossy accents to my big button and also to my berries. So I'm just going round. And the idea with glossy accents, don't lift your nib off your project until you're finished, so you don't get air bubbles. Just keep it flat as you can on your project and you won't get any bubbles, which is amazing. Right, so I'm doing needing a wee bit more in there, so I'm just coming on from the side and just giving it another wee quick layer round about to make sure I have plenty on it. Sorry, you can't even see that because I've pulled it that far into myself. But you'll see there that I've added a good layer of glossy accents, and I'm just going to give it a wee tap because there is some wee bare bits there that I'm just not wanting. There we go, that's better. So I'm just going to add some to the berries now. So a wee squeeze and just a gentle circle about. Same again with here. Wee squeeze and then just move it around. And we'll do the same up this end. Whoops. There we go, that's all the glossy accent bits done. Rwilla. I'm going to add a wee bit to the button up here as well because I think that needs it. Or will I add a real button? I think I'll add a real button to that actually. So if you just bear with me for 1 minute, I'll just grab my wee red buttons. Well, my wee buttons. Oh. Sorry, Maxie Poo. These are my tiny buttons, so I'm just going to have a look through it and see if I can find a red one. If I can't, I'll use a colour that's going to match on it. Oh. So I'll have a wee look through. There's a wee red one there. Yeah, perfect. So I'm just going to shove all that out the road now. And I'll clear that up in a minute. I'm going to put that down with some silicone. And ideally, I would be putting thread through that. But my eyesight right at this moment in time is absolutely terrible. And I don't have suitable glasses. So I'm not even going to attempt to do that on camera. I will just put the button on and just live with the consequences of it. Right, so I'm happy enough with that. You'll see that wee button, just it makes that wee extra bit of difference. Right, I'm going to add just a wee bit of sparkle to the holly leaves, and I've got my light green Stella pen. Now I got these ages and ages ago when they first came out. I don't even know if these ones are still on the market, but if they are, buy them. They're so good and so sparkly. Now I'm just going in really lightly with this, and it's just to add that bit of sparkle that this project needed, without adding tons of glitter that's going to get all over everyone's hands. Or if you're giving it a wee boy, wee boys tend to think that glitter's girly. Otherwise this will be fine. I'll just show you that up close and hopefully it'll pick up a wee bit. No, it's not. Right, I'll put the light on a wee bit. There. And you'll see it sparkles. It's beautiful. So I'm going to do that with the top one as well. And as I said, it is just a light layer, but that's all you need with this pen, and it's lasted me for ages. Don't get me wrong, I don't use it all the time. I do mainly use my stickles, but for this type of project I think that the Wink of Stella works better. And you don't need to be too fussy because the colours are so closely matched that you don't see the difference on it. I'll try and pick up the sparkle on that one. No, it's not really showing very much on this one. That's a bit better, hopefully. It is sparkly, you just think you'll need to take my word for it, because it's just not showing up as... oh, there you are. Beautiful. So I'm going to leave that. What else do I need to add? Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'll add a wee bit of clear Wink of Stella to their bells. That's the clear Wink of Stella. Just to the bell on his hat. And to the bells on his tootsies. And round his neck. And it won't look over the top. And again, I'll see if that will highlight up. Nope. I think it's because I've just put it on as well. But there is stuff on his wee bells. And I think that'll be me done. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, I think, because if I do much more, I'm going to take away from my little guy, and I don't want to do that. So, this is from the Me, My Elf and I kit. I will leave the link to the shop and also to the item in the description bar. So, I hope I've inspired you, and I hope that you have a wee look on Nitwit collections and buy them, because honestly they are so versatile and just so cute. So thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.